was out walking to my lecture one day, and as I was just going by, I noticed the pine trees on the grasslands between the pavements. I noticed all over the place were these pine cones that were just still hanging on or had just dropped off and just were littering the ground. As I was looking at these pine cones lying around, I just thought for a moment, and I began to think, what if these pine cones represented different aspects of our lives? I felt God was showing me that sometimes this is what our commitment is like with Him. There are many different aspects like family, friends, money, and we like to be in control. But sometimes we become just so confused and our commitments become so scattered and they are left there, and some might even become damaged and broken. Some people, they try to commit their lives around money, and they build it up and they use it however the way they're thinking it's always going to be there. It'll just be replaced with more over time. But seriously, have you ever thought about a time when you may not have that money in your hands? What do you do then? It's the same with drinking with friends and even family, and it's sad to say, but they're not always going to be there. I mean, Jesus said, I am the true vine, abide in me, and I in you, meaning that if you commit to me everything, and I will do the same. I was given this vision of a simple but pretty flower, and just one word shouted out to me, and it was unity. Unity, like the beauty of a flower. And when we think about committing our lives to God, He doesn't just pick up these broken, messy pieces, but He also restores them. And with His grace and with His mercy and His power, He gives us a beauty that just radiates, and a beauty that everybody can see. It's an inner beauty. And when we come to a place where we feel we can trust God, or maybe even just give Him a chance, and we allow Him to enter and dwell within ourselves, He begins to pick up these pieces of our lives that need fixing, or they may even just need cleaning up. For a lot of things, we think it's easy to give everything to God. We might go to church and we sing our praises. I give you everything to you, God. I give you my all and all this stuff. And when it comes to some aspects of our lives, it actually can be very difficult and be very hard to give it to God. Understandably, because we're scared and that He might take it away and we'll never see it again, or we're frightened that He'll damage it more. But I've learned that God doesn't do that with us. He'll only take a few things away. He never beats us. He restores us and builds us up. And God wants to give us good things. When God is cleaning up each aspect of our lives, and when He does, it can reveal some of the more corrupt or infected side of our nature, like pride, judgment, unforgiveness, insecurity. And it can be very painful and it can hurt. But through that all, when you feel hurting, lost or broken, will you still continue to trust God with everything? Like a child would trust their parents, would you still trust Him? We have a God who has promised never to leave us or forsake us, and that's commitment. He wants us to live life to the full, but in order to do that, we need to trust in Him. As we learn, and as I've learned as well, when we start to trust God more, we commit more, and gradually we begin to see things come in order of priority, and we see change. and others see change. Unity being like a flower, because God brings aspects of our lives together. Restoration takes place and other people begin to see a transformation of a beauty that may not necessarily come from the outside of us, but it echoes soundly from within.